Hello everyone, welcome back yet again. In this video we're looking at another toy repair. This is the Disney Moana Walk Snort Pua stuffed animal. This one I actually bought for my daughter back around Christmas time. The only problem is completely dead. It does absolutely nothing. So my good friends at Target were nice enough to send me a replacement, no questions asked. They let me keep this one as a backup. It's pretty much just a stuffed animal at this point. It is supposed to walk and snort and do all kinds of cool stuff. So I figured I got nothing left to lose on this one. We're gonna go ahead and tear it apart and see if we can't get it working. So of course we start with some of the obvious checks. We have a demo switch here. This is on, off, and then there's a try me mode. So we've tried flipping that back and forth a few times, maybe wiggling a little bit, see if maybe there's a bad connection. No luck there. I have tried holding the button, kind of pushing it and wiggling it, see if there's a bad connection at the switch there. There is like a little button inside the ear. I don't know if you guys can really make that out, but there's like a little round button there. I'm assuming there's a wire that runs from that down to the control box. And then of course we also checked the obvious. I swapped out for a fresh set of batteries and still nothing. So one of two things is happening here. Either we have a bad connection going from this switch down to the control box and this is not getting the signal to turn on, or there's something going on in the control box itself. Now the only way to get a good look at this is basically going to be to deskin this whole thing. I've tried playing around with it. It is a pretty tight fit. We've got 4 little plastic legs that come through and feed into the skin here. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's really tight. I tried taking it apart already once and I wasn't having a lot of luck. These stitches were getting pretty tight. I'm almost wondering if they like assembled this thing and then stitched it around the box, but I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to start in the back. There is like a little tail in here too that wiggles. So there's plastic going all the way up to here. I'm going to try to feed that back in, get these back legs off, and see if maybe the whole thing will just slide off. So you can see this is really snug there, but I'm thinking this legs looks like it's a little higher up than the other one too. Okay, so as long as I can get an edge started in like the little tip of the toe there, I can kind of pull and stretch it around the rest of the foot. And I've already pulled the tail to the point where I don't feel any plastic in there anymore. So I'm kind of hoping without ripping the tail off. Alright, so here's the deal. We got this far. I can get the skin here up to the top of the rump, but the problem is the tail is right there and it's blocking me from getting it off the rest of the way. I've tried pulling this and stretching it over the tail. Problem is we're getting bound up here now, so I'm starting to wonder maybe I might be better off pulling off all the legs. It's just a simple Phillips screw, so maybe I'll do these two while I got it off, and then we'll put this back on just to relieve the tension, see if I can't get these front two off. It looks like there are indexing marks. There's a little flat there so I can line them up so all the legs are in sync when I put them back. Let's make it a lot easier to pull back down this way since I don't have the legs to fight with. Get these legs out of here. Got enough of a start. So I'm hoping with the legs out of the way, I relieved enough tension we can get this little control box out of here. it's still a tight fit. I don't understand that. Here, maybe we can go back this way. Oh, I see a tail. That's gonna be fun to stuff back in. But it looks like, yeah, there we go. Now I'm not sure if the switch is gonna come out of the ear. Should be able to fish it out of there, I would think. Unless it's stitched in place or something. It's hard to feel, there's a ton of stuffing up in there. Well, maybe I don't have to pull it out just yet. We'll see if we can work with it while it's like this. Alright, so first thing I want to know is when I press this switch, is that signal getting down to this control box? So I'm going to see if I can't try to back probe. There's a little connector here, a little inline connector. See if we can't back probe that. Turn my multimeter to continuity mode. So whenever I press this, it should, assuming I'm getting a good connection here, which I don't know if I am or not. Okay, so I've got this disconnected, the switch from the control unit, and there are little openings on the connector there that I can get to, and I'm getting nothing. So I guess my next question is, if I pop the batteries back in this control box and we jump this end of the connector with like a little jumper wire, will this thing work? So let's give that a shot real quick. Okay, so batteries are back in. Let's grab our jumper wire here. Aha. So we found our culprit. It's definitely the switch inside here. Now the question is, can I replace that? I don't have anything like that on hand right now. I guess what I'm going to try to do is see if we can't pull it down. Maybe there's something obvious going on with it. Maybe we can take it apart. I don't know. Let's get it out and see what we can do with it first. Okay, so honestly this is probably going to be the biggest hurdle for me. Here's the button. This is the inside of the ear. It's actually stitched into the ear. So I don't know how to stitch or sew or do any of that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull all this out. This is a kid's toy at the end of the day, so it's gonna get beat up pretty well anyway. So I'm not gonna lose a lot of sleep over not having all the stitches in place. So I've got the switch out hopefully without doing too much damage to the poor guy there. And sure enough, look at what I found here. We've got this wire. It was tied up just like this. So I don't know if somebody, when they put this together, they knew it was broken and just decided to hide the evidence. It kind of looks like there's some insulation missing there. But who knows? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was tied up like that and it just kind of wiggled loose and broke over time during shipping. But it looks like this should be a pretty quick and easy solder job. So let's get that done and see if it works. Another thing I'm noticing too is it looks like this one wire is about to come right out of the switch housing itself. So maybe we'll take this switch apart real quick and see if there's some place where that's supposed to be attached inside. So it's a little worse than I thought it would be. This is the switchboard. Here's the button itself. It sits right on that little squiggly pattern there. And here's the wire that came out. There's actually, I don't know if you guys can see that, part of the trace right off that little board there, ripped right off the top. So that's gonna be a tricky repair for me. I've never actually done that before. What I'm thinking I might do is grab an X-Acto knife, scrape some of the green stuff off there, some of that coating, see if we can't get that down to the metal trace that's underneath, and maybe solder that to that directly. Alright, so I had to take this off camera for a second so I could see what I was doing. But you can see this little spot here. We went and scraped all the coating off. Now we're down to bare metal. I'm going to use my multimeter to make sure that there's continuity here, that we're actually down to the metal. And then we're going to do some soldering, see if we can't get this switch operational again. Got a nice little ball of solder built up on the circuit board there, so I have one less thing to hold in the solder. So now I should be able just to hold the wire up, heat that ball, and we'll be good to go. I don't know if you can see this, I've also pre-tinned both wires to make my life a little bit easier. Solder joint on the top one there is the prettiest, but I have a feeling it's going to be good enough for our needs. I'm going to go ahead and throw just a little more solder on, just to be on the safe side. Okay, moment of truth. I'm going to plug the switch back in, see if we get any action. Sweet. Alright, now the fun part of putting this all back together. I'm going to go ahead and stuff this back in the skin. Pretty much just the reverse of how we took it apart. And then let's see what he does. Okay, so slight issue putting this back together. We've got the button back in the ear, but it looks like in the process of trying to get that out, I undid a few stitches too many. So now, yeah, ear's hanging on by a thread here. I got somebody in the family who's pretty good at sewing. I'm gonna see if they can take a stab at it, get this sealed up a little bit. Probably have them do it now while it's apart, because I think it'll be a lot easier to work with. But hopefully they can work their magic, and then we can continue to put this thing back together. Here we are about a week later. You can see we've got the ear sewed up pretty nice there. The button is inside the ear, nice and secure, and we got our wiring connector hanging down here with plenty of access. So let's go ahead and put the guts back in this thing and see if she works. Okay, so I've got the head and the tail started, and honestly the tail is the hardest part out of all of this. I was having trouble. This thing's really supposed to wag when it gets going. I wasn't really getting a lot of movement out of it. It was just kind of barely moving, so we had to really pull the skin tight onto that little nub that comes out the top of the box. There's like a spring that comes off, so I think I got it good. As long as it doesn't move when I put everything else on, we should be good. But let's go ahead and throw the legs on, we'll see how it goes. So I made the mistake of trying to put the front legs on first. not realizing I didn't really have a lot of room to get the backs on because it's been a little bit since I worked on this. So let's go ahead and try to start with the backs, and then hopefully we'll still have enough wiggle room here we can get the fronts on. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we can muscle this last leg on here. I'm running out of slack to work with in the upholstery, so it's getting a little tight. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how the upholstery is sitting on all the legs. This one seems a little tight, but I can't really get much room for it to budge. So I think it's as good as it's gonna get. It might be the position that the leg's in too. Maybe it's pulling it a little tight. So let's go ahead and throw this, can't forget our battery. Get this battery door back on. Make sure our switch is in the on mode. Let's button it back up. I double checked the upholstery around the tail. I want to make sure you get a nice little wag out of it. So let's see what we got for all of our efforts. There we have it, another successful repair, another toy saved from the landfill, and another happy customer. That's what this channel is all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. Feel free to check out my other videos. And until next time, we'll see you later.